Hello everybody. In this session, let us learn about numerical integration and also a few formulas of numerical integration. So numerical integration is a process of evaluating a definite integral where we are given with a set of values of the integrand f of x. So to evaluate integration from a to b f of x dx, the interval ab is divided into n equal parts, each of width h. Thus, taking h as b minus a divided by n, let us denote a equal to, that is, the lower limit a will be taken as the first value of our x, that is x naught. Then x1 will be x naught plus h. X naught is nothing but a. So either we can write it as x naught plus h or a plus h. Then x2 will be a plus 2h, or we can write x1 plus h. So on continuing, the last value of x, xn is equal to x naught plus nh, or we can write a plus nh, which must be equal to the upper limit of our interval. So while taking the values of x, see that the lower limit becomes the first value of x and the upper limit becomes the last value of x. Now correspondingly, we need to calculate the values of f of x for these values of x. So and denote them by y naught for x naught, that is y naught will be f of x naught, y1 will be f of x1, y2 will be f of x2, so on we continue up till the last value, that is yn will be f of xn. So we have got the interval AB divided into n equal parts and the corresponding values of x naught and y naught, x1 and y1, x2, y2, so that xn, yn. So in all, when we divide the interval into n equal parts, we will have n plus 1 set of values. So this is our first set of value. This is the second set. This is the third. So when we have yn equal to f of xn, it is the n plus 1th set. Thus, when we divide the interval into n equal parts, we have obtained n plus 1 set of values. Now, with these set of values, we define some numerical formulas regarding this numerical integration. So why we call this as numerical integration? Because we will not integrate the function given here. Without integrating the function, we obtain the value of this definite integral. That is what the base of this numerical integration is. Whenever the integrands are uh, difficult to evaluate, difficult to integrate, then we can go for this numerical integration. So let us study Simpson's one-third rule to evaluate the integration. Now what this Simpson's one-third rule tells us, integration a to b y dx will be equal to h by 3 y naught plus y naught yn, that is first value of y, last value of y, plus 4 times y1 plus y3 plus so on up till yn minus 1, that is odd suffixes are taken here, y1 y3 so on up till yn minus 1, plus 2 times y2 plus y4 so on up till yn, that is even suffixes of y. Now this is the Simpson's one-third rule to evaluate the integration, definite integration. So remember that here n must be an even number. When we divide the interval into n equal parts to apply Simpson's one-third rule, necessarily n must be a multiple of 2. Then only we can apply the Simpson's one-third rule. Now what this rule tells us, integration from a to b of a function y dx will be equal to h by 3. We can know h, it is b minus a divided by n. H by 3 multiplied with y naught plus yn. First term and last terms are added. Now here it is 4 times odd suffixes of y until yn minus 1. So last but one term it is. And then here 2 times y2 plus y4 so on up till this should be yn minus 2 here. It is not yn minus 2. So here n must be a even number and thus n is a multiple of 2. This is Simpson's 1/3 rule. Now Simpson's 3/8 rule to evaluate the integration, definite integration is the integral will be equal to 3h by 8 y naught plus yn again plus 3 times y1 plus y2 plus y4 plus y5 plus so on up till yn minus 1 plus 2 times y3 plus y6 plus so on up till yn minus 3. So here n must be a multiple of 3 necessarily. To apply Simpson's 3/8 rule, see that we will have the n value as a multiple of 3. Then the formula outside for Simpson's 1/3 rule, it is 1 by 3 into h. Here it is 3/8 rule, it is 3 by 8 into h. Y naught plus yn is there also. Now here we have 3 times y1, y2, y3 is skipped, y4, y5 is there, y6 will be skipped, so on. That is, multiples of 3 are skipped here until the last but one value of yn. And next, continuing the formula, it is plus 2 times the y values at multiples of 3. That is y3, y6, y9, so on up till yn minus 3. So this is Simpson's 3/8 rule. Now here you can see that for Simpson's 1/3 rule, it is 4 times the odd suffixes, 2 times the even suffixes. Whereas for Simpson's 3/8 rule, 3 times it is the values of y skipping the multiples of 3's. That is y3, y6 are to be skipped here. And here plus 2 times it is also there in the Simpsons 1/3 rule 2 times, but here we have taken even multiples of y, whereas here it is the multiples of 3 are taken, y3 plus y6 so on up till yn minus 3. Now for Simpson's 1/3 rule, n must be a multiple of 2. For 3/8 n must be a multiple of 3. Now let us move on to the next, that is Wedley's rule to evaluate a definite integral. So it goes as 3h by 10. So 1/3 it is 1 by 3h, 3/8 it is 3 by 8h, but for Wedley's it is 3 by 10 into h. Now here these values y naught plus 5y1 plus y2 plus 6y3 plus y4 plus 5y5 plus y6. So here it is stopped at y6 because to apply Wedley's rule, n must be necessarily a multiple of 6. So either n is 6 or it should be the next value will be 12, which is rarely asked. So we are written the formula only for up to y6. Now remembering this is not that much difficult. See that we will write no y naught plus yn here. So directly write the terms y naught, y1, y2, y3 with plus signs, leaving some space to write the coefficients. Now what you have to do? First coefficient it is 1, next one here 5, next it is again 1, 6, 1, 5, 1. So how to write? We'll write y naught plus y1 plus y2 plus y3 plus y4 plus y5 plus y6. Just write them serially with plus sign. Then multiply them by the coefficients. What are the coefficients? 1516151. Remember 1516151. So if you multiply by these coefficients to these y terms, then we get the Wedley's rule. Now remember here n is a multiple of 6, and note that when we divide the interval AB into n equal parts, there will be n plus 1 set of values in the table. So here only you can look. We discussed that n must be a multiple of 6. So we are told that n is 6 here. Now if n is 6, now when we find the values of x naught, y naught up till the last value. So how many values are we going to get? It is 7. One first value, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and this is the seventh value. When n is 6, we have got 7 set of values. So in general, when we have n equal parts, then the number of values, the set of values that we get is n plus 1. So these are the three rules for numerical integration: Simpson's 1/3 rule, Simpson's 3/8 rule, and and Wedley's rule.